A pregnant Central Kentucky woman tells us she feels lucky to be alive tonight. She was injured in a crash that killed 2 women in Clark County. The latest on the investigation.
The suspect in a high-profile triple murder case files a lengthy lawsuit claiming that his former attorney didn't do her job.
How a woman is turning a devastating loss into something she hopes will save the lives of children across the country.
This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening to you. Investigators say it was caused by a driver blinded by bright lights. Tonight, we're learning more about a Clark County crash that killed 2 people and injured 3 others.
It happened late last night at the intersection of the Winchester Bypass and Colby Road. Police say a car slammed into 2 other cars at a stoplight. New tonight, Garrett Weimer talked to a pregnant woman injured in that crash. It's our top story at 6.
Police say the terrible crash was a terrible accident. Others say it was the result of racing. Hannah Moore, 3 months pregnant, says she's lucky to be alive after it.
You know, hearing a woman scream for help and that she's hurting and seeing, you know, the dead body next to her and just the damage of the severity of the accident, it broke my heart.
Police say the driver was disoriented and blinded by headlights, never seeing the red light, never seeing the cars stopped there. Moore, though, says she's convinced the car was racing another car. 62-year-old Sarah Helfrich and 35-year-old Juanetta Mitchell died after being hit. Moore and her unborn child were 1 car over. She says she looked up and saw headlights barreling toward them and swerved out of the way. Her car was only sideswiped.
And if I just wasn't paying attention, you know, if I would have reached down and changed the radio or reached down and grabbed a drink of pop, you know, that could have been my car, that could have been my son, that could have been me and this baby.
Moore says her baby was checked out and is okay. She says she's thankful her 18-month-old son was not with her at the time of the crash. She says it's been a wake-up call for her. She wasn't even wearing her seatbelt last night. In Winchester, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Police say a woman riding with Helfrich and Mitchell is still in critical condition tonight. While the crash is still under investigation, police say they do not expect to file charges against the driver. New tonight, Lexington police say a man wanted for a shooting outside a bar is now in custody. They say police and U.S. Marshals arrested 30-year-old Leslie Parson this afternoon in Versailles. He is charged with assault. Police say Parson was involved in a shooting outside Saddle Ridge on South Broadway the morning of May 29th. Witnesses say the victim was shot in the head while trying to break up a fight. At last check, police say he was still in critical condition at the hospital.
A man accused of killing 3 people in a Danville store has filed a lawsuit against his former attorney. Kenneth Keith claims Bethany Stanziano, who took over his case after her husband was murdered, didn't do her job and owes him thousands of dollars in legal fees. Phil Pendleton spent the afternoon going through the lengthy lawsuit.
More than 90 pages long, with the allegation Bethany Stanziano did not properly represent Kenneth Keith when she took over her late husband's case after he was murdered.
I think both Mr. and Miss Keith, as they explained it to me, prayed about it, and I'm still here, so I guess they got their answer.
That's what Bethany Stanziano told us in October 2014, but a year and a half later, Kenneth Keith and his wife are suing Stanziano, claiming the nearly $90,000 they paid the Stanziano firm was grossly unreasonable and disproportionate to the amount of work performed. The complaint says Bethany Stanziano did not investigate the case, showed poor representation, and displayed bad conduct when meeting with Keith. It says during one of those meetings with plaintiff Kenneth Keith, defendant Bethany Stanziano became involved in a physical altercation with an assistant at the Boyle County Detention Center, and plaintiff Kenneth Keith was forced to intervene to stop the altercation. Keith's wife, Tracy, says they wanted to get some of the money back when looking for a new attorney. It says then that Ms. Stanziano communicated that the money is no longer available because in terms of defendant Stanziano, she had to expletive eat. And I called the jail to see if Kenneth Keith wanted to talk to us about this lawsuit, but he declined. He was supposed to be in court yesterday for another hearing in his case, but that hearing, like so many others in this case, was continued. It'll be 3 years this September since he was first charged. We still don't have a trial date. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
We called Bethany Stanziano's law firm in Columbia to get her side of the story, but we have not heard back yet. In a statement, the lawyer now representing Keith said it's, quote, with sincere sympathy that they have turned to the courts to resolve their dispute with Stanziano. The search continues tonight for a man wanted for stabbing 2 people in Lexington. It happened around 1 this afternoon at a home on East Loudoun Avenue. Lexington police say the suspect and the 2 victims got into an argument over some property, which led to the stabbing. Police say the victims were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police didn't release many details about the suspect's description. Lexington police have released surveillance pictures of the suspects in a theft at a jewelry store in Fayette Mall. Police say on Sunday, a woman distracted employees at Pandora while a man used a key he found inside the store to open a case. They say the man then grabbed a tray of rings and later left the store with a woman. Police say 177 rings worth $13,000 were stolen. Pandora is offering a reward for information leading to an arrest.
Tomorrow, the first of 2 large public memorials for boxing legend Muhammad Ali will be held in Louisville. Thousands of people are expected to attend an Islamic funeral prayer service tomorrow at Freedom Hall. And a public funeral for Ali will be held Friday afternoon at the KFC Yum Center. 15,000 tickets for that memorial were quickly handed out this morning. Monique Blair is at the live desk with the latest on memorial plans. Monique.
Well, Sam, the 15,000 tickets were gone in a little more than an hour after thousands of people waited in line since yesterday, all because they wanted their chance to say goodbye to the man many people call Louisville's hometown hero.
Finally made it to the window.
They came from all over the world, just hoping to get their hands on a ticket, just wanting to say goodbye to a legend.
The greatest man in the world.
For the greatest that ever was in boxing. I was looking for you too. God bless him.
I came here because I really have a lot of respect. Yes, I still do have a lot of respect for Muhammad Ali and what he's done, how he's developed from a champion in sports to a champion among people.
For the people who didn't get one of the 15,000 free tickets, Ali's memorial service will be streamed online and also shown on a big screen outside the Yum Center. For many, Ali's funeral means more than just saying goodbye. Many are calling it a moment in history, a moment to honor the legacy Ali leaves behind.
He stands for everything that I want my son to end up being as he grows into manhood. Love, respect for everyone, just kind-heartedness, hard worker. He stands for everything that my son aspires to be.
Muhammad Ali planned a great deal of his funeral, and he wanted the tickets to the memorial service to be free. But today, not long after the tickets were given away, many started popping up online for sale. A spokesperson for the Ali family is discouraging people from buying those tickets, saying it is not what Ali wanted. At the live desk, Monique Blair, WKYT.
And we'll be streaming Friday's memorial service live on WKYT.com. We're also planning to carry it live here on WKYT beginning at 2 on Friday afternoon.
We have enjoyed some great weather across the Bluegrass today with plenty of sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. So how long will all this stick around? Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at the forecast.
You know what? I'm in a giving spirit, guys. I'll give you one more day before we summer it back up starting Friday and into the coming weekend. Mother Nature, though, delivering some September air here into early parts of June. Look outside. 70s galore across the entire area. Beautiful sunny skies into Jackson, London, and across the Lexington and Frankfort areas with most thermometers again into the 70s. We look throughout eastern Kentucky, 72 Richmond, Mount Sterling, Moorhead, 71 Maysville. Farther west we get, okay, it's upper 70s. I don't think too many folks will be complaining on that one. Northwesterly winds continue to usher in some of the good stuff across the good old bluegrass state of Kentucky. Hey, Defender Radar Network getting a much-deserved break this week for the most part. Nothing to talk about today. We will keep that same sweep going for the next couple of days with high pressure that is right on top of the Ohio Ohio Valley, giving us that northwesterly flow with mild and cool conditions from the Great Lakes into our neck of the woods. A little chill in the air tonight. Steamy temperatures, though, start to arrive as we get closer to the weekend with some thunderstorms and heat doing a little battle. That'll highlight or low light 7-day forecast when I come back in a few.
Well, as temperatures rise this summer, first responders want parents and caretakers to make sure their children stay safe. Today is National Child Vehicular Heat Stroke Prevention Day.
A Lexington woman whose granddaughter died after being left in a hot car 6 years ago has now made it her mission to protect children. Sean Moody has her story new at 6.
Every year around this time, you start hearing about cases of children dying in cars. According to NoHeatStroke.org, 11 children so far this year have died that way. One Lexington woman has made it her mission to stop that kind of thing from happening. For her, it's personal.
Leaving a child in the car is like the unleavened oven. It's like baking a turkey.
That's what happened 6 years ago to Connie Lowe's 5-month-old granddaughter, Holly.
It's the worst thing that can ever happen to you.
She says Holly's caretaker left her in the car. Ever since that day back in June of 2010, Connie's worked to stop this kind of thing from happening.
It's my mission. It means everything. If I can prevent one death, I've done my mission. If I can prevent any above that, it's a miracle.
In some cases, Connie says it all comes down to being out of your routine.
When you're out of your routine, they're what they call fatal distraction. If you're not the one who takes the child to daycare or the babysitter, you can actually truly forget that your child's in the car. You just do your automatic routine. You may drive all the way to work and not even realize that you were supposed to drop the baby off.
That's when she suggests doing things like putting a child's toy up front with you, or maybe your purse in the back seat. Whatever it takes, she says, to stop this from happening to any more families.
This can be prevented. All you have to do is be diligent.
We've got more of those tips from kids in cars on our website. Just look for this story at WKYT.com. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Earlier this year, the Kentucky legislature passed a law providing people who break car windows to rescue children immunity from lawsuits for property damage.
He called it a thrill. Next, why Governor Bevin parachuted from an airplane over Fort Knox today.
And then an honor for the Georgetown Fire Department that could also have an effect on insurance rates in the city. Mopeds are a fun way to travel, but are they safe? They don't require registration, insurance, or a helmet. WKYT takes a closer look at sharing the road with mopeds, Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
At Bryant Heating and Cooling, providing home comfort is our only priority.
That's why we're always here for you, and we never charge overtime. No hidden fees.
Because we know if you're calling on the weekend, something's wrong.
Call us anytime. We're here when you need us most.
Greens Toyota has amazing deals on the new 2016 RAV4. Choose from $500 in customer cash or 0% APR up to 60 months. Or lease a new 2016 RAV4 LE front-wheel drive for only $199 per month for 36 months.
Do you want to lose weight quickly and safely? Do you want to be healthy for a lifetime? Kim did and lost 238 pounds at Ageless Medical Weight Loss. Betty did and lost 135 pounds. The Ageless program is a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution. Call today for a free consultation.
Judge, our number's way! Yeah, wait. We can finally stop playing these wedding gigs and start rocking out! Hey, guys! What's going on? Lenny, I hope you got that ticket in the same place, bro! Yeah.
Ticket? The only way you can win Kentucky's Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is if you actually buy your ticket.
All right, let's get Tim and Don on the dance floor. Whatever. Go.
Even though I was the one with cancer, it was never only about me. Cancer didn't stand a chance with all the strength and support I had on my side.
At Ephraim McDowell Commonwealth Cancer Center, we're doing much more than treating a disease. We're healing people.
It was a journey, but I was never alone. This is my second family.
Expert care has never been more personal. Ephraim McDowell Commonwealth Cancer Center.
I'm a survivor, and I'm better now than I ever was before. Thank you.
All summer long, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now that Speedway's grown throughout the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast, nobody has a handle on your summer fun better than Speedway. From the sunny shores of Florida to New York City, From the Carolinas to the New England coast, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And with your Speedway app, there's always a Speedway nearby and a chance to win prizes with every visit on your trip.
We're on your way, the convenience stores of Speedway.
Now, a 32-ounce Speedy Freezer fountain drink's just 89 cents.
The world is a pretty big place, yet somehow we're all connected. Somehow, the world is at our fingertips, now more than ever, in the stylish Toyota Corolla with M-Tune audio, Bluetooth and backup camera all standard. Corolla tunes in to the rest of the world like no other car in its class. Now get a low monthly payment with 0% financing for 72 months. That's 0% for 6 years. Toyota, let's go places.
At Bryant Heating and Cooling, providing home comfort is our only priority.
That's why we're always here for you, and we never charge overtime. No hidden fees.
Because we know if you're calling on the weekend, something's wrong.
Call us anytime. We're here when you need us most.
Governor Matt Bevin spent part of the day parachuting from 13,000 feet.
The governor did a tandem parachute jump with members of the U.S. Army's elite Golden Knights at Fort Knox. He posted these pictures to his official Facebook page. The governor says he did the jump to focus attention on military recruitment. It comes a day after Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton and her husband did a skydive with the Golden Knights for their wedding anniversary.
New tonight, some hard work paying off for the Georgetown Fire Department. Georgetown city leaders announcing today that the Insurance Services Office has upgraded the Georgetown Fire Department's public protection classification rating to Class 2. The city's fire chief says that's a reflection of the department making steps to improve the way they put out fires.
Our department has made a commitment to the highest standards of excellence in the fire service. You know, we have accomplished a major achievement that I believe reflects on that commitment that these individuals behind me have.
Georgetown city leaders say only 2% of fire departments nationwide achieve a rating higher than Class 3. Insurance companies use the ratings to determine pricing for policies.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
You know, I'm kind of running out of things to say about the weather. It has been so calm and quiet around here. That's actually a really good thing for you folks, A, because you don't get to hear me talk as much, and B, that means the weather's very nice out there. A live look at the temperatures across central and eastern Kentucky and a lot of low 70s that are showing up. How about Richmond, Mount Sterling, Moorhead showing off at 72 degrees. 73 London into Somerset and Jackson. Low to mid 70s today, as good as we could get across the region, and that's about as good as you're ever going to see. Live look into Lexington. Blue skies over top of us. 74. Look at that humidity. 34%. Not going to find too many days in summer where the humidity is as low as what we're seeing out there now. Defender radar network, I've got nothing to show you. I'm probably not going to have a whole lot for the next 2 or 3 days. Concentrate on the next 24 hours. 40s in the morning for a lot of us, especially eastern Kentucky. Upper 70s may tickle 80 before the day is through. And again, it's a day with plenty of sunshine across the area. 3-day threat track. Nice tomorrow. There's at least a chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Friday. Most areas stay dry as warmer air comes back in. We'll steam it up, and Saturday likely to give us the first 90-degree thermometer of the young summer season. Hour-by-hour forecast. Remember, this updates each and every hour, so it's a new version out through 11 o'clock with mid-50s early tomorrow. Some of those 40s are out there. Watch out for a touch of fog for the trip into work as well. 73 by your lunchtime hour tomorrow afternoon. Hey, sky's beautiful again. Western horizon tomorrow evening, though, will show up on at least with some high clouds, and that'll lead us into a pattern that will steam it up a little bit on Friday. You see how a thunderstorm or two tries to work across especially northern and eastern parts of the area, but look at those afternoon temperatures. We are deep into the 80s into most cases, and again, small threat for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Friday forecast into the overnight and early Saturday, mid-60s to begin the day as we start to steam it up. Back into the muggy category again Friday and Saturday, so not so much tomorrow, though you'll notice a little uptick in the humidity Still, though, in the comfortable level. Then on Friday and Saturday, we're way up there. That humidity level will really jump on us Friday as we get that warm air surging back into the area. And that'll kick into high gear this weekend as temperatures hit 90, if not some low 90s on Saturday. We'll knock it back a few degrees Sunday into Monday as some thunderstorms try to crash the party, at least some scattered stuff around. And I do think most of next week will be filled with steam and some scattered thunderstorms, similar to what we went through a week or so ago before we had this little blast of September.
So real summer.
Real summer's coming back next week. Yep.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
West Jessamine setting its sights on another state baseball championship.
The Colts take the field tomorrow night. How do they feel about defending the title? And when Mark Stoops talked yesterday at the Governor's Cup luncheon, the name Matt Elam came up. That's next on WKYT.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 104.5 The Cat.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job and $199, you can be approved today. During the Drive and Discover event 2016, Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
You know that old saying, there's 1,000 ways to slice a grape? Well, tell Arby's about the other 999, because we're still stuck doing it this way. Every morning, hand slicing grapes just for one seasonal sandwich. If Arby's does all this work for just one sandwich ingredient, imagine what kind of effort we put into the rest of them. I mean, is somebody back there cracking pecans? Arby's, we have the meats.
Here's a fun way to control your luck. It's a game called Keno. You can start with $1. You pick your numbers, your odds, and your wager. And the winnings, well, they could be major. Just pick your numbers and hope you win. A few minutes later, you can play it again. Now play Keno wherever Kentucky Lottery games are sold.
Hi, I'm David Clark. All funeral homes offer cremation services, but Clark Legacy Center offers on-site cremations. When it comes to cremation services, that puts us in a league of our own. With Clark Legacy Center's on-site crematory, families have our assurance that once you entrust us with your loved one, they never leave our care. We don't offer our crematory to other funeral homes, allowing us to give families total confidence and peace of mind. For answers to all of your cremation questions, contact Clark Legacy Center today.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Get the 1023E subcompact utility tractor for only $99 a month.
At Me Tractor, you get the best with a 72-month powertrain warranty.
A fully stocked store to me is the most important thing because you have to have a good understanding of your store and your customers to really be able to know where everything is. You got to go on the journey together. It makes you feel good because you get close to these people and then they really do. They depend on you. They ask for you. It makes the customer's experience 100 times better. You learn things about people and it really does. It makes them come back because they genuinely appreciate you. I'm Craig and I work at the Charlestown Road Kroger.
CareSource insures thousands of members in Kentucky, but we're not built on numbers. We're built on compassion and care. Our commitment? People over profit. CareSource. Caring for the Commonwealth.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Jamal Murray in Boston this morning, working out for the Celtics, and during one drill, he nails 79 of 100 three-point attempts. Murray said he thinks he's the best player in the upcoming draft and that he's going to be a handful to guard. Murray said he owes a great deal of his growth as a player to John Calipari and playing at Kentucky.
Yeah, every player should be thinking about going to Kentucky. So that you focus on winning basketball, you upgrade your strengths and you work on your weaknesses, and Coach Cal really makes you look good. He really focuses on your game, and individually he doesn't leave anybody out.
For the 18th time in the past 21 seasons, UK men's basketball led the country in average attendance. An average of 23,361 attended UK games at Rupp Arena. Since Rupp opened in 1976, Kentucky is ranked either first or second in attendance every season. UK women ranked 8th. And Coach John Calipari will receive the first annual New England Basketball Hall of Fame Humanitarian Award. That'll be this summer. The award being made for his many acts of kindness and gifts of time. The presentation will be on August 6. Mark Stoops says all of his players look better as they reported back to campus earlier this week. But who stands out? Yesterday at the Governor's Cup luncheon, Stoops brought up the name of Matt Elam. The junior nose tackle will be counted on heavily in the upcoming season.
You know, Matt Elam's worked extremely hard. You guys know we've talked about that a little bit, but we need him to have a great summer. And I like what I see so far. He's really been dedicated. He's really working extremely hard to create better eating habits, and he always works. When he's in our building, he always works hard. And, you know, so I think he's very motivated, and he needs to have a great summer.
Kentucky first baseman Evan White, a third-team All-American by CollegeSportsMadness.com. White was tremendous for the Wildcats this season. Batted .376, 15 doubles, 3 triples, 5 home runs, 40 RBI, and 44 runs scored. White is a wizard with a glove at first base. He was selected to the SEC All-Defensive Team both years at UK. In July, White will play for USA Baseball Collegiate National Team in a series against Chinese Taipei, Japan, and Cuba. Tomorrow night, the West Jessamine Colts take on Bowling Green in the opening round of the state high school baseball tournament. 1 year ago, the Colts blasted their way to the school's first baseball championship. They scored 48 runs on 46 hits during the 4-game tournament. A lot of guys return in key spots as they go for a repeat.
I think it allows us to relax a little bit. We got catcher short, center field back, and one of our top pitchers back from last year. So I definitely think that it helps us relax and prepare a little better for this year.
We know how to have fun when we're in the state tournament. That's what we did last year. We're going to try to do the same thing this year. I mean, some people might think we have a target on our backs, but we're going for that repeat.
So we look forward to the State High School Baseball Championship that will get underway at Whitaker Bank Ballpark tomorrow. Sam Amber, back to you.
A final check of your First Alert forecast is next.
And then on the CBS Evening News, an inside look at an insurance scam that's targeting members of the military.
If you've been in an accident with a semi-truck, let our crash team get started today. Don't delay. Evidence disappears. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
When you're building your dream house, you want to make sure you're doing it right. It's a big job. But the Touchstone Energy Home Program can show you how to make your new place energy efficient, economical, and comfortable. We'll help you put together the home of your dreams while you save up to 30% in energy costs. You can even qualify for a rebate from your local energy cooperatives. It's easier than you think. So talk to us today about your dream home of tomorrow. Fleming, Mason, and Clark Energy, your Touchstone Energy cooperatives.
Dad, who's Captain D?
Legend has it, it was World War II fighter pilot Captain George Dillinger who crash-landed on a deserted island. He survived there for years, perfecting his seafood recipes, until he learned that the island wasn't so deserted after all.
That's not true, is it?
Not even a little, Bobby. The truth is, our new Fish and D's Jumbo Coconut Shrimp Meal is sure to be one of your favorites, like our popular Sampler Meal. For full meals starting at $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
When you play Kentucky lottery games like 5-Card Cash, college students all over Kentucky are dealt a winning hand.
Fueling imagination.
Funding education.
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of Hep C.
Or wonder whether I should seek treatment. I am ready.
Because today, there's Harvoni, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment. It transformed treatment as the first cure that's 1 pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. Harvoni is a simple treatment regimen that's been prescribed to more than 250,000 patients. Tell your doctor if you've had a liver transplant, other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or any other medical conditions. and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni may include tiredness, headache, and weakness.
I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
Treat yourself to summertime fun with a new Subaru from Quantrell. Discover why Subarus are preferred by people of all ages with active lifestyles. During June, own a new Legacy for only $23,980 or lease it for just $214 per month. Or own a new Outback for only $27,490 or lease it for just $259 per month. Summertime fun is waiting for you, so grab it with a new Subaru from Quantrell. We have great lease and finance specials during our huge summer sale.
At Baptist Health, we want you to know the facts. Visit BaptistHealthFacts.com to view a video of neonatologist Tanya Reed and learn more about our new North Tower. Baptist Health Lexington. Be a healthier you.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
That is our window to the world when we're down here. Boy, tonight is one of those nights you need to find your way to a patio, your backyard, anything.
You know what? I would imagine that we've got a few bonfires going out there this evening. Why not on a cool evening? Temperatures tomorrow start to rebound a little bit. 79 heading into the day on Friday, 85. We hit 90 for the first time this young summer season over the weekend.
Get that grill started. Oh, I can smell it right now.
We'll be over shortly, right?
Little grilled chicken for us, all right?
Thanks for watching. We will see you back here tonight at 11.